It's Madden NFL 24, and the focus of this one is on Odell Beckham Jr. He's coming off a 120-yard game through the air last week. It's the Ravens and the Bengals, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, we've got football at Paycor Stadium here in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without it.
The Bengals defense getting set to go, fresh off a victory in the season opener. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And his play was pointed out as a big reason why they got that victory in the opener. He settled in nicely with his new running mates on defense, and they'll need to get off to a fast start here in week 2.
Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Cincy defense set to go to work here. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this 1st down. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy, and that particular play just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back up.
Jackson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense, forcing that incompletion.
And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up the 4th down. The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Cincy defense set to go to work here. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this 3rd quarter as this next drive gets underway. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Jackson on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They've pitched the shutout here into the fourth quarter. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That is caught, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Jackson will throw again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.